Good evening. My name is Jack Finegan and I'm the Vice President of the class of 2020. On behalf of my fellow classmates, I welcome you to this evening's commencement ceremony. At this time, I would ask you to please stand and join Mr. Walter Schroth, President of the Indiana Area School District Board of Directors, to recite the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for attending tonight's program. I want to take a moment and thank and congratulate all of our seniors who've done a great job this year, and we wish them well in their endeavors in the future. At this point, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm honored to be here with you this evening at your commencement from what I believe is one of the finest high schools in America. For the past several years, you put a tremendous amount of effort and hard work that led to Indiana High School being recognized as one of the best high schools in America. I'd like to thank all the family members here this evening, as well as all the teachers who are viewing this remote graduation for all the work they've done to help the students reach this point in their lives. You've made a tremendous impact in each and every one of the students here this evening. I'm grateful for all you've done. The ending of the school year was not what any of us imagined. The change happened abruptly, and we all had to meet the moment. As you turn the page to the next chapter of your book, I want to remind you that this community, this Commonwealth, and this country will need you all to continue to grow, to meet the new moment, to meet your moment. Your work is not done. It is just beginning. As you move forward, I think it's important to talk about the need for all of us to provide kindness and hope in today's world. I'm convinced that now, more than ever, there is no greater responsibility that we have as leaders than to provide hope. This is the most important thing we can do. Based on our current condition, though, I think we need to take a look a little closer at what hope is and what happens in its absence. When people lose hope, they lose their ability to dream for the future. Despair replaces joy. Fear replaces faith. Anxiety replaces calmness. Insecurity replaces confidence. Tomorrow's dreams are replaced by nightmares. Simply stated, this is a lousy way to live. I'm fearful people can get easily trapped in this mindset, and it is our goal, our collective goal, to help them overcome all these issues. If you ask me what some of the greatest gifts we can give as a leader, I think it's hope. The greatest gift your parents gave you was hope. The greatest gift your teachers gave you throughout your journey here at Indiana was hope. And the greatest gift some of your coaches, whether it's drama, sports, athletics, extracurriculars, the greatest gift they gave you was also hope. That's why I think it's important that the greatest gift that you can give your families, your friends, your neighbors, your community, your co-workers, is that of hope. For a long time, I've been telling myself and everyone who will listen that one of the most important things we can do is get better each and every day. Tomorrow, we can be better than we were today. I still believe this is true. When we seek and reach improvement, anything is possible. We just can't admire our problems. People are counting on us to solve them. We're counting on you to solve them. Most people worry about what they eat and not what is eating at them. If you ask me what hope can do, I think it does a couple things. Number one, it can liberate you. It can release you from your past, make you feel that anything's possible. It can help you bounce back from failure. It can help set you free to dream and inspire and be creative. And also, I think hope is the fuel that makes the world a better place. What's the difference between people who thrive and people who decline? It's not that they don't get knocked down. It's that they bounce up. That is what we need now as a country, as a society, and as a school. I just ask myself all the time, why do we remember the things that we ought to forget and forget the things we ought to remember? Be resilient. Be gritty. Be emotionally mature to face the unknown. Hope is the fuel that makes the world a better place. Hope helps people believe that they can make a difference, regardless of each and every one of our circumstances. But hope is not some unreliable sensation. Feelings and emotions are inconsistent at times. They come and they go. Wishing is not hope. Positive thinking is just not hope. Hope is something you intentionally build each and every day into your life. We have to help each other deal with our emotions. We have to help each other by being kind to one another, by being supportive to one another. Getting down is part of life. Staying down is what will kill us all. As we navigate this wonderful world, we are all going to get down. Help each other grow. Help each other pick themselves back up and bounce up. Be there for one another. Be kind to one another. That is what we need now more than ever. You don't drown by falling into the water. You drown by staying there. In my opinion, the absence of hope is discouragement. And I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about what happens when discouragement sets in. And don't get it twisted. Discouragement is deadly to each of us, as a team, as an individual, as a society, and as an organization. You won't find a more ruthless, negative, destructive, or vicious dictator anywhere on the planet than discouragement. The current pandemic is causing stress and people to become discouraged. We have to help each other grow and overcome this discouragement. It's not easy. None of these tasks that we are presented with are easy, but I know we are the right people and we're at the right time to overcome these. Discouragement is also universal. It's repeating, it's deadly, it's contagious, and it's circumstantial. We have to help each other, again, staff, students, parents, realize that they can't afford to stay down, that we have to learn to pick each other back up. That's why you're important. I'm expecting each and one of you to provide hope to all of us. Discouragement and its impact is fast spreading, as to the coronavirus itself. We have to stop the spread of negativity and discouragement, and it can spread quickly if it's allowed to do so. There's a lot of types of people in the world, but I'll focus on two. Those people who build you up and those people who tear you down. Discouragement can become very contagious. Sometimes discouraging circumstances tend to drop out of nowhere and in a blink of a moment. We never see them coming. And what happens is, if we allow ourselves to become overwhelmed by them, we can make unhealthy decisions, rash decisions. We can run from our responsibility. We can blame others. We can lose perspective, or we just give up too soon. Discouragement can wreck lives, ruin relationships, and destroy dreams. At the end of the day, our doors are closed, but school is not. Graduating from high school is a big achievement under any regular circumstances. Tonight is even more special considering the circumstances you had to overcome. Just as we're all looking towards prom, graduation, and all the other end-of-year activities, things changed instantly due to a global pandemic, and yet you still persevered. That's what makes hope so powerful. This, I know, remains true. Tonight, you embark on your passage to adulthood. You now get to make decisions that will impact you for the rest of your lives. Who you have a family with, who you marry, what school you go to, what career you're going to choose. We prepared you for this, so go into this next stage of your life confidently and choose wisely. Our society and our democracy work well when we not only think of ourselves, but of our friends, our families, our neighbors, and our community as well. Remember to be kind. Remember to care. Remember to use all the unique and special traits that you're blessed with and that your family's instilled in you over the years to lead you to the next generation and beyond. When the sudden impact of schools closed, we placed care and compassion as our guiding principles, and nothing has changed. I now challenge you all to be there for one another and to become the next generation of leaders that I know you all can be and that you all are. This is truly an incredible moment for you all, and I'm extremely happy that you have such an opportunity ahead of you. Go out there and be fearless. Go out there and be brave. Go out there and be kind. and just go out and lead. After all, we are all counting on you. I wish you nothing but the best. I love and adore all of you, and good night.
My name is Alyssa McLaine, and I am the Secretary of the Class of 2020. I am pleased to introduce to you this evening John Makara to perform Beethoven's Sonata No. 22, Movement 2, Allegretto.
Good evening. My name is Lola Van Leer, and I am the treasurer of the class of 2020. It is my pleasure to introduce our first graduation speaker of the evening and the class of 2020 salutatorian, Daniel Lee.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to begin this evening by thanking you for tuning in. I hope you are staying healthy and happy during this difficult time. I would like to share with you a simple poem by Shel Silverstein. At the beginning of this year, seniors were tasked to find a quote for the yearbook. This quote could be almost anything, funny or inspiring. I found this poem while searching through Shel Silverstein books one night, and while it did not make the cut for my final senior quote, I kept it and saved it. The poem reads, "There are no happy endings. Endings are the saddest part. So just give me a happy middle and a very happy start." This is a significant ending, the end of some of our most formative years and one of our biggest accomplishments. It is bittersweet. But I can most definitely say that if my time at IHS was the middle Shel Silverstein was referring to, it was more than happy. I think I speak for all IHS students when I say that the opportunities and experiences that were available to us are some of the greatest that we may ever experience. From mini-thon to prom, foreign exchange trips to senior class picnics, I know I've made memories that will last me a lifetime. I'm sad to leave behind this part of my life, and I'm even more discouraged that it was cut short. But I know that this is not only an ending, but a beginning. From today forward, we begin the next biggest chapter in our lives. To say that I am excited is an understatement. I am so grateful that the students and faculty at IHS have been a part of my life. I would like to share with you another quote that was not selected for my senior quote. This one comes from one of my favorite books, The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. You're alive. That means you have infinite potential. You can do anything, make anything, dream anything. If you can change the world will change. I know, in the deepest parts of my heart, that the class of 2020 is going to change the world. My classmates are some of the strongest and smartest people I know, and I'm thrilled to see what they accomplish. Somewhere amongst us is a president, an extraordinary doctor, a brilliant engineer, a talented musician, a Tony winner, a teacher, a nurse, a mom, and a dad. You are going to change the world. We are the class of 2020, a class with a vision. The future is bright, even if you cannot see it yet. Thank you and congratulations to the entire class of 2020.
Please welcome seniors Lily Boulard, Lily Carone, Megan Coleman, Danielle Domino, Ariana Goodyear, Amanda Iandorio, Madison Long, Alyssa McLaine, Connor McQuaid, Kendall Menifee, Paige Mitzko, Kaylee Palmer, Kiara Smith, Cecilia Soboleski, Abigail Walker, Vesta Ungerfer, and senior accompanist Owen Morris, who will perform Across the Vast Eternal Sky, which is written by Charles A. Silvestri and Ola Yalo, under the direction of Dr. Julianne Laird.
It is my pleasure to announce that our second graduation address this evening will be delivered by the Class of 2020 valedictorian Eliza Ray.
Good evening, families, friends, teachers, and graduates. Strangely, I am speaking to you through a screen on this Friday evening, instead of standing in front of you, seeing your faces, caps, and gowns. This past fall, I was in a class representatives meeting, and we were voting on our class motto. We chose 2020, a class with a vision. Although it is now kind of ironic, I still believe it holds true. Certainly, we all now have a new perspective and a new vision that none of us could have imagined. I would like to take this time to share with you a unique perspective I have gained from this experience. I want you to imagine a beach with a child, crouched down in the sand, trying to fill up a plastic sieve. He keeps trying to fill up the sieve with sand, but the faster he pours, the faster the sand is sifted through. Just like the child, we want to hold on. We want to hold on to what we had together in high school. Even as the sands of time seem to run faster and faster through life's sieve, we want to hold on to these experiences like prom, field trips, and Thon, and the other tangible events in our lives. I want to remind you, however, the moments that we will remember after today are not tangible. Instead, it is the laughter you share with Mr. Nath, the excitement of mashed potato bowl day, and the spirit of the rowdy rooters throwing chalk powder in the air. It is sitting next to your friends during Mr. Johnson's party mix assembly. It's watching Mr. Cadill do the happy baby pose in yoga, and our class's undying love for Mr. Duty. It is essential oils from Miss Duffy and Girl Scout cookies from Mrs. Edmonds. It is hearing Cherokee as you walk into the football stadium on a Friday night, and it is watching the microwave explode during 9th period study hall. It is knowing that it will be a good day when Mr. Burdick has his velvet suit jacket on, or when Mr. Warwick wears something other than a blue shirt. Slowly, it was the accumulation of small moments like these that defined our high school experience. Now, more than ever, we realize that high school is just temporary. The moments we have shared, however, are permanent. Lab reports, presidential outlines, and yellow paper quizzes have all fallen through the sieve like grains of sand, but the relationships we have formed will never fall through. These and other such moments can never be taken away from us. Just like a bucket full of water, there is always one little drop that makes it run over. In the same way, we all shared a single moment at one point or another that made us realize that these 4 years were certainly something to be missed. As we go forward, may we keep our new perspective in mind. Through it all, we really have come to learn what truly matters in life. And, despite it all, we graduated. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it.
Good evening. My name is Wade McElhaney. I serve as the principal of Indiana Area Senior High School. On behalf of the president of the Indiana Area School Board of Directors, Mr. Walter Schroth, vice president, Ms. Julia Tramarki-Kukro, and other distinguished school board members, including Ms. Barbara Barker, Ms. Tammy Blank, Ms. Cinda Brode, Mr. Thomas Harley, Mr. Terry Kerr, Ms. Tamara Leeper, and Ms. Yuta Lowry. IASD Superintendent, Mr. Michael Vuckovich, Director of Education, Mr. Robert Heinrich, and IHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Douglas Johnson, faculty and staff, we welcome the families and friends of the 2020 graduating class of Indiana Area Senior High School to this evening's virtual commencement ceremony. Please allow me to begin with words of appreciation and gratitude for the people who made this historical celebration possible. We thank our talented music teacher, Dr. Julianne Laird, and her students for their melodic gifts and heartfelt compositions of musical celebration. We thank our school counselors, Ms. Katie Smith, Ms. Carol Kuczynski, Ms. Holly Marusha, and our administrative assistant in the guidance office, Ms. Connie Smyers, for guiding and advocating for our students during their IHS years. Their care and concern for our students makes a lasting difference in the lives of our young people. We thank our senior class advisor, Ms. Tracy Sexton, and the senior class officers and representatives for organizing and coordinating a memorable first ever graduation ceremony amid an ever-evolving landscape of health guidelines and restrictions. Such dedication to a senior class is remarkable and greatly appreciated. We thank our digital media production teacher, Mr. Eric Pushkar, and BCIT teacher and yearbook advisor, Ms. Pamela DiStefano, for their unparalleled dedication to students and school community by providing countless hours and talents to produce this evening's first ever virtual graduation ceremony. The virtual ceremony will serve as a timeless reminder of accomplishment and future wonder of boundless heart, mind, and spirit of our esteemed graduates. We thank our faculty and staff for supporting, expanding, and enriching minds of students during this time of distance learning, and for all time, for promoting and fostering natural curiosity, self-determination, and lifelong learning in and beyond the classroom. We thank our senior high school assistant principal and my partner, Mr. Douglas Johnson, for his steadfast commitment to our students and school community. I'm proud to say that Mr. Johnson has proven to become a great addition to our IHS family. We thank IASD Superintendent Mr. Michael Vuckovich for his effective leadership of our district during these incredibly challenging educational and economic times. Matters of school safety, literacy, social and emotional learning, equity, and college and career readiness are now at the forefront of our educational programming. Such cornerstones of care, compassion, and competency are making a profound impact on our students and school community. We thank our distinguished members of the Indiana Area School District Board of Directors who volunteer their time and dedicate themselves to the betterment of student learning and educational programming. We know they have the difficult task of making important decisions to meet growing demands in educational programming and budgets with increasingly fewer resources. In the face of such challenges, we appreciate your commitment and courage to provide our students with opportunities for personal, academic, and social growth, and the financial resources necessary to support and equip our students to identify and overcome many kinds of challenges in their lives. Most importantly, we thank the most valuable people in the lives of our students, you, the parents and guardians, and other significant adults. You are the single greatest impacting influence in the lives of these young people. You are their caregivers, their role models, and their mentors. We thank you for your life's work that you have done and will continue to do to help these young people attain their fullest promise and potential. At this time, I ask our students to take a moment to thank their parents, the guardians, the significant others in their lives for the sacrifice, guidance, and love given to help you to arrive at this important milestone in your life. Please thank them at this time. Let us turn our attention to the focus of this evening, the 2020 graduating class of Indiana Area Senior High School. Allow me to proudly identify just some of the accomplishments of this class. Highest honors attained for a National Merit Scholarship Program finalist and scholarship winner. awarded to successful students in the United States who took the PSAT with 1.5 million other students, among whom only 15,000 students, or the top 1% of the nation, became National Merit Scholarship finalists, among whom only 8,000, or almost one-half of the top 100%, earned the distinction of receiving National Merit Scholarship. Indiana County acclaim for the Indiana Art Council for student work, including multiple top honors and honorable mention awards. Senior music students who helped to facilitate learning with our life skills special education students in the only United Sound Music program in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. WPIAL section title in boys swimming and WPIAL runner-up finish for girls swimming. In total, 4 divers and 16 swimmers competed at WPIAL boys and girls swimming and diving championship meet. 39 students earned academic distinction of the United States President's Education Award, an increase of 14 students from the number of last year's awardees. Numerous orchestral, instrumental, and vocal music performances held at the school and community levels. 1 new senior student inducted into the acclaimed Troop 7525 of the International Thespian Society, bringing the complement of IHS senior student thespians to an impressive total of 10 seniors. Additionally, 4 of those graduating senior thespians attained a 2-star distinction for their comprehensive involvement in theater arts. Girls basketball success attaining competitive WPIAL and PIAA playoff contention. Soundly exceeded national and statewide cumulative SAT performance averages in areas of evidence-based reading, writing, and math, and performances on ACT in all areas of English, math, reading, and science. Sold artwork at IRMC Park to donate to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and promoted Teddy Bear Fund Drive by decorating windows at Renda Broadcasting. 6 senior students successfully participated in an IHS Senior Career Seminar program, including fields of education, medical and music therapy, and employment internship experience in travel and tourism. Indiana County champions, 3rd place WPIAL and 4th place PIAA state championships for boys cross country, and runner-up finish for girls cross country at the county level. 4 National Merit Scholarship Program commended students awarded to successful students in the United States who took the PSAT with 1.5 million others. Senior art students who were invited to display their work in State Senator Pittman's office. Future Business Leaders of America student club members who competed successfully at the regional level, at which 56 students earned the opportunity to compete at the state level. Such students became eligible to compete against 4,000 students to demonstrate various competencies in all facets of business and communications through competitive, objective exams and performance-based activities. IHS dominance in PIHL and Class A Penguins Cup playoffs to advance to finals competition at the Lemieux Sports Complex. Attained 4th highest rate of proficiency by a graduating IHS class of students on the Keystone Biology exam, and 3rd highest rate of proficiency on Keystone Literature exams among IHS graduating classes since the inception of Keystone exams in 2010-11. Successful participation by IHS music students and Pennsylvania Music Educators Association in categories of district, regional, and all-state band, jazz, orchestra, and vocal music, at which Indiana Area Senior High School was represented in disproportionately higher fashion, and competed successfully at various levels of Western, regional, state, and all Eastern, and all national music competitions. Top-level honors for students of IHS Digital Media Production Program and Newspaper and Education Photo Contest. Our digital media production students earned first and second places in the sports photo category, first and second places in news photo category, and second and third places in the feature photo category. 95 seniors, 43% of our graduating class participated in at least one varsity athletic program during the 2019-2020 school year. The lessons of teamwork, perseverance, and resilience that you have learned from athletics will serve you well in all of your endeavors. Exceeded or met the 2030 statewide performance rates for proficiency in English, language arts, Algebra 1, and Biology Keystone exams. Successful participation and rave review of senior student artwork proudly displayed at the Artist Hand on Philadelphia Street. Participation in hosting French students in preparation for student exchange opportunities with counterparts in France, as well as 2 graduating seniors who have already traveled to Spain by educational tour. Boys soccer team made WPIAL playoff for 3 years in a row and for the last 8 of 9 years. Exceeded statewide performance rates for advanced levels in Algebra 1, Literature, and Biology Keystone exams. Leadership seminar and key club service-based activities that generated contributions of over $8,000 from the Battle of Faculties fundraising efforts for Hopeful Hearts organization. And an unbelievable record-setting amount of approximately $50,000 from IHS Minithon for the Four Diamonds Fund. Please know that the monies were amazingly raised prior to our school closure on March 13th. Such efforts of the 2020 graduating class will surely make positive differences in the many lives of others. At least 18 varsity male and female athletes, approximately 8% of the graduating class, will participate in 10 different collegiate sports. 23 Indiana County Technology Center students, approximately 10% of the graduating class, participated in or earned advanced skills, recognition, and industry-level certification in 10 different areas of carpentry, collision repair, culinary arts, digital communications, graphics, and electronic media, health occupations, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning, machining, masonry, and welding technologies. Student government senior students who organized and coordinated a school-based Children's Hospital Teddy Bear Fund Drive, for which over $6,500 were raised. Best WPIAL, or WPIAL, record in team match score in girls golf history, while 6 male athletes made WPIAL sectionals in boys golf. Dominance by 3 graduating seniors over a 4-year stretch in local and regional math competitions, including recent first place finish among 260 competitors at Clarion University. Over 130 scholarships, awards, or other types of academic recognition were earned by this graduating class. Qualification and participation among schools at the Indiana County Quiz Bowl. 30 varsity sports, of which 21 teams averaged a team GPA of 3.5 or above, while an additional 8 teams averaged a team GPA of 3.0 or greater. Approximately 80% of the students who reported plans beyond high school indicated that they will continue with post-secondary education. 27% will attend IUP. 13% will attend school outside of Pennsylvania. 4% of students will receive technical training, and 19% are employed or will be seeking employment. And only 5% of the students reported that they are undecided at this time about future plans following graduation. Senior life skills special education students who acquired employment skills by participating in school-to-work programs within our local school community, including working at our own successful in-house IHS life skills operated Commonplace Coffee, Cafe coffee shop. Thank you to our life skills students, and thank you to our school community and donors for supporting such an important, worthwhile learning opportunity and service at our school. 5 IHS rifle athletes qualified for WPIAL Rifle Championships. Tied for highest ever ICTC performance by percentage by class of attaining advanced or proficient levels on industry standards-based competency assessments of 100%. Successful career readiness education employment opportunities for senior special education students of the Career Track program and other important community outreach career transition opportunities. PIAA Indoor State Track and Field 800 meters championship with the 3rd fastest high school time in the country, and setting many school records in various events and outdoor track along the way. 21 senior students, about 10% of the 2020 graduating class, participated in dual enrollment college study at IUP and WCCC. 46 students, or 21% of the graduating class, attained and represent the highest possible degrees of scholarship, leadership, service, and character as members of IHS National Honor Society. Senior pottery students donated over 50 ceramic bowls for a fundraiser that contributes to the Indiana County Community Action Program Food Bank. 11 graduates, or 5% of reporting students, will attend 2-year educational institutes of trade and technology schools to further their studies in major areas of automotive, cosmetology, dental hygiene, digital communication, graphic design, HVAC, special effects, makeup, and veterinary tech. Includes founding members of IHS Science Club and successful participants of Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science, including top honors in the categories of biochemistry, physics, engineering, earth and space, and biology. These students collectively garnered scholarships worth almost $60,000 in value by competing in the Intel Feeder Fair, Pittsburgh Regional Science and Engineering Fair, at which our senior students competed against approximately 1,000 other students. Of areas of study for 4 or more years of post-secondary pursuits include education, 11%, engineering and architecture, 11%, business, computer science, 19%, arts and humanities, 23%, and science and health-related fields, 32%. Only 4% of such students reported an undecided program of study at this time. Includes founding members of the Appetizers and Food Art Club, of activities include fundraising for worthwhile activities. 2 4-year members of Indiana Senior High School High Arrow staff who became successful co-editors of the school newspaper during their junior year. 20 seniors, almost 10% of the graduating class, participated in the IHS College and High School program through Mount Aloysius and Westmoreland County Community Colleges. These students will start their post-secondary educational experiences with earned college credit and a welcome reduction in overall tuition cost. Senior leadership students who work to complete, coordinate, and promote the third IHS Wall of Fame induction assembly, a student-organized and led activity. Two-time regional champions and state qualifiers in the National History Day competition in the group documentary category. Their 2019 entry on the Manhattan Project placed 6th in Pennsylvania. Two students scored perfect 800 scores on their SAT math. And 6 students will proudly serve our country in the military. 3 students will join the U.S. Marine Corps. 2 students will enlist in the U.S. Army. And 1 student will join the U.S. National Guard. We thank these students for their sacrifice and service for our country. And thank you for allowing me to share only some of the culminating efforts and experiences of students who found their passion among the 5 pillars of our school programming, including academics, arts, athletics, extracurricular activities, and advising. At this time, I am proud to recognize our 2 student commencement speakers for their academic success. Daniel Richard Lee, our IHS salutatorian. He is our senior class president, a 5-year member of the Indiana Players Shakespeare team, perfect 800 score on SAT math, Eagle Scout project of painting a mural on the buildings of the Indiana Players Playhouse. And Daniel will attend Columbia University in New York City as an undecided major. Eliza Golden Ray, our IHS valedictorian. Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Sciences, first place state-level distinction for senior high excellence in chemistry. Member of Westinghouse Science Honors Institute, Key Club executive member, dancer and teaching assistant at the Sue Hewitt Dance Studio, and will attend Bucknell University majoring in chemistry. We recognize both of these students for their perseverance, their scholarship, their academic standing, and their academic achievements. Congratulations to both of you on your academic accomplishments, and best of luck to you as you carry forward the momentum of academic success in all of your post-secondary endeavors. And for our graduating seniors, March 13th began a chain reaction of ever-evolving circumstances and changing responses to an emerging national healthcare crisis and calls for prevention that necessitated change and adaptation by all institutions in our country. Operations, conventions, and traditions at all levels and sectors of our society have been greatly affected. Our Indiana area senior high school community faces and endures its own sets of challenges. Those trials are met head-on with conviction, innovation, and compassion. Your learning, achieving, and well-being remained our top priority. From the start of the school year, at which time you were recognized and empowered as student leaders to lead our underclassmen by example through this time of challenge. We needed you to rise up and respond with your collective energies and focus. We counted on you to continue to lead our student body. You answered the call again and again. Now more than ever, you demonstrated the highest levels of commitment, perseverance, and resilience. The idea of completing work and not receiving grades for effort was a different approach to learning for all of our students, especially you, our seniors. Except for this last grading period, you experienced traditional progress reporting during all of your years of high school through a system of points, grades, and GPAs. However, the intrinsic value of learning, and perhaps some greatly appreciated extrinsic motivation by your parents and guardians, helped many of you attain newer and higher levels of work ethic, character, and integrity. Feedback from our teachers indicate that you rose time and time again to the challenge and opportunity to continue your learning in a different format. Please know that we are amazed at your commitment to learn and truly inspired by your actions and examples. You have helped our teachers and school administrators understand and affirm the importance and value of working harder to build and strengthen our relationships with students and their families. It gives education renewed and a reinvigorated purpose. Know that your examples of decency, hard work, and dedication to your own potential and promise help to promote a collective betterment of our school community, whether in school or in the virtual world. Your contributions have made a real difference in the classroom space and now out in cyberspace. Yours is a perpetual, impacting legacy that you created. Be proud of your contributions to your school and to each other. Every challenge in life will provide you with a choice. And as you learned in economics class, that unforgettable lesson, that every choice has an opportunity cost and an opportunity benefit, the cost of what you give up compared relatively to the value of the benefit of the choice that you make. I encourage you to make choices that will provide you with the least opportunity cost and most opportunity benefit. But the most important thing is that you have made good choices as students, and now you will have great options as adults. Furthermore, as a young adult, make choices to define your own experiences instead of letting experiences define you. Be your own greatest advocate, but always listen to your inner voice. And may the wisdom that comes from your choices serve you as a lifelong teacher, and may you be a lifelong student along your continued path of goodness. As I stated previously, you were entrusted with the responsibility to become leaders of our IHS student community. You have fulfilled that expectation. Thank you. You are now empowered to become leaders of your own destinies and one day become leaders of local, regional, state, national, or even global communities. It is an awesome responsibility, but it is a transforming goal of a higher calling. We are depending on you. You are our best hope to make best choices. Be proud of the good choice that you are now and the greatness that you will become. Know that your school and family are Indiana proud of your legacy. We will miss you, class of 2020. All of our best wishes for your happiness, your health, and your future. And best of luck to all of you. Mr. Schroth, President of Indiana School Board of Directors, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you in the Indiana Area School District community the Indiana Area Senior High School Class of 2020. Thank you.
At this time, we will be recognizing each member of the graduating class of 2020. Each senior was permitted to submit photographs of their choice and their post-graduation plans. Nihal Vanish Abhang, Anis Khalid Abuela, Dante Julian Adamson, Zahair Jabir Afan, Rima Abdul Karim Rowdy Alanasi, Jacob Stephen Albert, Nicole Cherie Aloisi, Muhammad Talal Al-Shiri, Regan Alexis Altman, Cameron Alexander Anderson, Casey Elaine Anderson, Eric Jeffrey Atherton, Yining Bai, Connor Joseph Ballas, Audrey McKinley Barbas, Morgan Alexandra Beard, Alexander Jacob Beatty, Bryn Joelle Beck, Lauren Nicole Brzezinski, Catherine Olivia Bevavino, Simon Edwards Bianco, Nathan Joseph Birch, Alexis Kaylin Bonach, Ethan Michael Boone, Lindsay Grace Booth, Lily Carmen Boulard, Rachel Lynn Bowersox, Brooke Elizabeth Boyer, Kendall Sean Brannon, Daniel Richard Brody, Dustin Ford Butterbaugh, Molly Ann Butler, Lamecia Denise Beard, Heather Christine Cable, Antonio David Caparosi, Madison Rebecca Cariff, Lily Samantha Corone, Caitlin Ann Christie, Jack Gabriel Sikowski, Luke Joseph Sioka,
Lucas Orion Claypole, Megan Rose Coleman, Margaret Anicia Kanjelko, Hannah Marie Contrusi, Zephaniah Christopher Cooksey, Justice Storm Cowan, Kaylee Joelle Crooks, Lexis Marie Dadson, Eric William Dalton, Benjamin James Davies, Jordan Jade DeBar, Jessa May Degnan, Sarah Grace Denver, Sarah May Detweiler, Laken Lee Dills, Austin Thomas Edwards. Daniel Robert English. Elizabeth Marie Ivanek. Parker Nicole Vanella. Jenna W. Farrig. William George Ferguson. Jack Elliott Finegan. Alexis Leanne Fisher. Jacob Taylor Fritz. Adam Claire Fulmer. Ashley Nicole Fulmer. Jacob Thomas Fulmer. Madeline Grace Gottner. Zachary Nathan Geisel. Ariana Lene Goodyear. Alyssa Amber Gornick. Natalie Rose Grattan. Gia Allegra Bretler. Kendra Lynn Grube. Haley Ann Henning. Mia Grace Herman. Haley Annalie Hibbsman. Nicholas Patrick Hilliard. Caleb Daniel Hockenberry.
Braden Joseph Hodak. Alexander Bailey Holby. Amanda Grace Iandario. Noah Thomas Karcher. Shelby Ann Kerstetter. Harley Victoria Kessler. Joshua Scott Killam. Uni Kim. Catherine Kirkback. Brady James Codman. Molly Brige Codman. Jasper Konda Ntimbukula. Raymond Gerald Kovach. Jason John Kowalczyk. India Larson Krug. Jameson Destry Kutz. Amelia Ann Kuzneski. Taylor Mackenzie Lang. Daniel Richard Lee. Courtney Lynn Leidick. Jojo Lynn. Madison Malia Long. Hannah Nicole Lupinetti, Wyatt Lychalk, Owen Douglas Leidick, Alec Daniel Majernik, John Andrew Makara, Derek Christopher Marshall, Abby Tate Massengale, Michael Thomas Maisie, Julie Lynn McCurdy, Jenna McDermott, Reese Elizabeth McFarlane, Michael David McGarvey, Grace Elizabeth McGee, Alyssa Jennifer McLaine, Cleo Anna McMahon, Timothy Connor McQuaid,
Jory Ruth Meal, Kendall Olivia Menifee, Paige Elizabeth Mitsko, Jeremy James Montgomery, Matthew Scott Moran, Owen Patrick Morris, Ethan Jacob Muir Brandon, Nathan Scott Myers, Shane Michael Neiswanger, Emma Caroline Norman, Ryan James Olahowski, Ty Walker Oliver, Caitlin Michelle Ondo, Haley Marie Orr, Nicholas Jude Owens, Cormac Riley Pagnucci, Josh Scott Payhale, Zachary Francis Palco, Kaylee Dean Palmer, Jonathan James Picani, Drake Pfeiffer, Alec Matthew Petroff, Samuel Ryan Phillips, Cameron Lee Patoka, Henry America Powers, Tyler Jeffrey Presley Pruitt, Karina Nicole Putt, Ryan Vincent Putt, Drew Michael Rado, Sarah Linda Rakonen, Justin Michael Rabel, Eliza Golden Ray, Ryan Richard Ream, Braden Eugene Rearick, Avery Shia Red, Amber Marie Reese, Angelo Joseph Ryan,
Destiny Renee Salyers, Lauren Elizabeth Sauer, Hannah Elizabeth Scardina, Emily Ann Sebring, Alexander Jaden Seeger, Nicholas Scott Schaefer, Isabella Claire Sharbaugh, Vincent Douglas Sherry II, Cecilia Marysol Sherwood, Hannah Faye Short, Juliana Jenna Siepel, Jeffrey Michael Skursky II, Alexis Elaine Smathers, Peyton Edison Smathers, Kiara Brooke Smith, Layla Grace Smith, Cecilia Elizabeth Soboleski, Alexis Gabriella States, Hannah Marie Steele, Joseph Steffish, Caitlin Noel Stump, Elias David Sutphin, Hunter Stephen Takish, Cole James Tommy, Kevin Patrick Tomko, Todd Nicholas Trainer, Jordan Haley Truman, Theodore Malik Turner, Vesta R. Unkefer, Lola Francesca Van Leer, Katie Olivia Walkup, Grace Isabel Wadding, Hannah Marie Wagner, Abigail Jordan Walker, Chase William Walker, Herbert Watson Jr., Cohen Nathanson Weinstein, Caleb Paul Wenzel, Caleb Cole White, Kalia Rose Williams, Chloe Marie Williams, Kian Joseph Williamson Ray, Megan Elise Wood, Grace Eugenia Wolslayer, Ashley Nicole Yanni, Julian Heininger Yerger, Chuanyu Zhang, Kevin Zhang,
As our commencement ceremony comes to an end, I, the president of the class of 2020, thank you, our parents, family members, teachers, and friends, for all your support over the past 13 years. Our graduation from high school tonight is an honor that we share with you. Indiana Area Senior High School Class of 2020, please stand with me. As a sign of our ending this phase of our lives, I ask you to join me in the symbolic turning of our tassels. At this time, please take a video of yourself turning your tassel from right to left and post the video on your Instagram story with the hashtag IHS Turning Tassels 2020. To conclude our virtual ceremony tonight, I invite all of you, our special guests in the class of 2020, to join in the singing of the Indiana Area Senior High School Alma Mater.